last night was a dope night in boxing, right? Um, Last night was a dope night in boxing. Um, you seen Vasily Lomachenko come back off a injury, I guess, so to speak, a surgery, and he looked like Vasily Lomachenko. Um, a lot of that what you saw last night, we didn't really see that against Teofimo Lopez. You know what I'm saying? We didn't see that against Lopez. The activity and the accuracy. He gave it to you in spurts against Lopez. But last night, he started a little slow. I missed the first 2 rounds, I think. He started a little slow from what I was hearing. But man, when I watched it on another level, he just outclassed I'm hopefully the pronunciation is good, Nakatani or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it like that. But I believe he showed us last night that he really was injured. So I'm gonna have to give it to him because, like I said, in the Lopez fight, he fought in spurts. Um, and he stayed in the fight. He was in the fight. So, with that being said, I gotta give him credit for the injury. Like a lot, like Pacquiao against Mayweather, I didn't really give him credit for that injury because, when people lose, it's always something. Especially dudes on that level. When they lose, it's always something. And then Pacquiao, all his other performances was crazy. And it's just, and then the build up too, like he really didn't want to lose to Mayweather, but he was gonna lose regardless. If it was 5 years before, if it was 5 years after, he was gonna lose regardless. That's a whole different conversation. But I'm giving Lomachenko credit for that injury because last night, like I said, I didn't see the first 2 rounds, and I was going back and forth broadcast the Showtime broadcast. But Lomachenko against a real good opponent, he looked spectacular from what I saw. From what I saw, and his accuracy was crazy. So he was deadly accurate, and his message was clear. He told he gave Teofimo Lopez a message: win your fight. He made it clear. We behind you. Win your fight, and let's get this contract done because things gonna be different. And he went out there and he fought that fight against a top dog with a bad shoulder. I'm not blaming the shoulder for the loss. He lost because if you're in there, you're expected to perform, just like football, just like basketball. You step on the field or the court, the hockey ice, you are expected to perform. So, and I picked Teofimo Lopez to win that fight too, but I won't pick him the next time. I don't think I'll pick him if he wins. First, he got to win his fight after the battle with COVID. So hopefully everything's healthy, everything's flowing smooth. It's a bad virus. You know what I'm saying? It took out a lot of people. And hopefully that's the first and foremost. Hopefully he can get himself on track, get his health correct, get his health in order, and then, train and his stamina, because a lot of times when dudes come back from that, the stamina is not right. Even the NBA players whose their whole game is based on stamina. But and again, if he goes through his training process with no hiccups and he get in the ring, we got to judge him we got to judge him off his performance. The good thing is he's going to have a fight before Lomachenko. So that way, when he does get in the ring with him, it's not going to be no, I'm fresh off COVID, couldn't breathe. That's not gonna be the excuse because you getting a fight in between there, and like Floyd told Tank last night, it's gonna be for all the marbles, bro. It's gonna be for all the marbles. So I like Lopez as a fighter, but after before the Lopez fight, the Lomachenko I seen before that, and the Lomachenko I seen last night after the shoulder surgery, I'm gonna switch my vote because I don't think there's too many people that can deal with what we saw last night. And he's Lomachenko is just he's an offensive juggernaut. You know what I'm saying? To the point where his offense is his defense, and that's what happened last night. Man, he looked good last night, man. He looked good last night. So, drop a comment below and let me know how y'all feel about what you saw last night. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe if you haven't already, man. It would be greatly appreciated. Let me know what you think about what you saw last night. And now we're gonna shift over to Tank Davis, man. He went up 2 weight classes, so he was the lighter man by nature, and he was 6 inches shorter, and put the Aztec Warrior down repeatedly. Barrios went down. I mean, he went down, he got up, and then went right back down for the first set of knockdowns. I mean, and then last night when I saw Tank fight the previous fight, he had some trouble, and I was like, man, he gotta work on his defense and his head movement. Although he's fighting high level competition, you gotta work on your defense. You can't be in there getting hit, and Tank is a shorter guy, so you can't be in there just getting banged around because you're fighting bigger guys. Although you can punch with them, can you take the punches they give out? We know they can't take yours, but their reach and their punching range is a lot longer than Tank's. So, a lot of times that will get you in trouble moving up divisions, moving up weight classes, because the guys that's naturally bigger, naturally taller, and things of that nature, it would catch up to you. But I don't know, man. But I don't know, man. I just feel like if Tank was to stay where he is right now, he's talking about moving up further. I like him to stay where he is now because he still looked quick last night. His hand speed was there. And he looked dangerous. He looked dangerous. Barrios had a huge gash under there, and you could see like the professionalism. You could hear the professionalism coming out of Tank. This whole camp. Even the respect and the props that he gave Barrios after the fight, and putting it to the team, putting it on the team, even though Jim Gray was trying to get him to jump out the window. Jim Gray, he's asking him these questions, but he keep looking at Floyd. Oh, Tank, who you want to fight next? Because you tell the team what to do. He's looking at Floyd the whole time, and Tank's like, no, we sit down at the table as a team, a very good team, because look who I'm right under. You know what I'm saying? Leonard Ellerby, one of the dopest minds, businessmen in boxing. Floyd Mayweather, the dopest, did it on the highest level and took it to another level. So Jim Gray was trying to bait him. He was probably like, Jim Gray was more or less doing that to Floyd. What Jim Gray wanted, he wanted Floyd to jump in there and jump on him, because Floyd ain't went off on him in a long time. You know what I'm saying? You know, for him and Floyd always used to go off on him. They can't stand each other. But Jim Gray was trying, but Floyd didn't. You know what I'm saying? It's Tank's time. So why you trying to bait Floyd into something? You know what I'm saying? But that was a way better performance than Tank's last performance. I'll tell you. He been in the gym and he been working, because that last fight, before the uppercut, before the knockout, he was tasting some leather, man. Last night, I think he was concerned about defense a little bit too much at the beginning, and he was losing a lot of rounds, but he wasn't letting his hands go. And then he took a good shot, a good combination, and it didn't do nothing. And he was like, this dude can't hurt me. And then you seen it kind of switch to, he start walking Barrios down, he start backing him up, and then he got hit, I think, the round before the first set of knockdowns, the 5th round, I think, he caught another combination straight to the jaw, and it didn't do nothing. It didn't even buckle him. So then you see the next round, the end of that round, and then the next round, he started really turning it around and pressing the issue. And then, you know, he started landing some big shots, and then he put him down. Then Barrios got up, and then he put him right back down with the left hook. So, because that right hook is new. We never saw that right hook like on a consistent basis like you saw it last night. Because Barrios' left eye had a huge cut under it, and that's from right hands. Tank is a lefty. But that, like I said, that right hook is new. It's an addition to everything else. So he's becoming a more complete fighter. He's becoming a more dangerous fighter. And I feel like there's a lot of people right now that's going to have to watch out. And they just going to have to just wait to storm out. Because right now, so him adding that that right hook, and the defense, the head movement, and the footwork, that's just making him probably the most dangerous guy in boxing. Just in my opinion. Definitely the top. He's definitely one of the top 5 dominant guys in their division, in whatever weight class they choose to fight in. So, but I wouldn't go up anymore if I was him. I think he said he wanted to go. I wouldn't go up anymore, because then you get into the danger zone with bigger guys and longer guys that with a lot of power and experience. So I don't know if I would go up too much further. I would stay where he is, one down. But you know what I'm saying? Just fluctuate a little bit. But last night was definitely one of the great nights for boxing, and the respect started being given, because you seen a lot of tweets about Tank last night, man. A lot of tweets about Tank last night, and it was well deserved. He deserved it all, because you went up 2 divisions, fought the champ in the division, and from the 5th round on, I'll say, you just literally just took the fight and finished it. Once he figured out that Barrios couldn't hurt him, I feel like, or he figured out something to the fact where he could stay out of harm's way, and he was taking the jab away. He was he had his right hand knocking down Barrios's jab. So he just raised his level last night, man. It was like crazy, because he wasn't in there for the knockout. he was in there boxing and raising his level, and then showing the growth, and then Floyd came over and at between the rounds and told him, you know, I got your back, I'm behind you. He was like, this for all the marbles. Told him he wasn't winning on the scorecards. And that right there is a great leader, because don't have a dude thinking he's winning or is close and he's not putting maximum effort out. Tell him he's not winning when he's not winning. So that way he can switch up if he got to switch up and go win the fight. So telling him that he wasn't winning when in fact he wasn't, and you know, just giving him that push in the back, like, man, I got you. Whatever we gonna do, you're gonna go out swinging, but I got you. I'm right here for you. And I got crazy hype when Floyd said this is for all the marbles, because that's when the fight ended. That's when the fight ended. After that, this is for all the marbles. That's when the fight ended. So Floyd know what buttons to push with him. Floyd knows what buttons to push with him. I kind of see a corner change coming. I don't want to jump the gun on it. I mean, or maybe not, but this is just me personally. I didn't hear nothing or nothing went wrong. I kind of see a corner change coming, or I see Floyd kind of stepping in a little bit more, doing a little bit more, being a little bit more hands-on in them camps. You know what I'm saying? But I see something. I see a change that need to be made, probably, that's gonna get him to the next level of where he should be. But right now, I think it's moving at the right pace, and I think he's doing the right thing. I think he looked good, man. I don't see nobody that can really beat him right now. I don't see it. And I see nothing but bigger money fights being made. And I see pretty much the same thing. Pretty much the same thing. Because I see more weapons added to the offense that I didn't see before in his last 4 or 5 fights. I see a lot of maturity. The way he's acting and stuff like that, way different. I seen him. I was in a building with him one time, and I'm gonna just say he was like maybe 10 feet away from me, and I was just like, I didn't even know that was him until the next day. I was like, yo, that wasn't Tank Davis acting like that, was it? And it just all over the place, all over the building. And I was just like, nah. And then I was like, yeah, that was him. That was him. I couldn't believe it. I mean, he wasn't doing nothing disrespectful or nothing like that, or that you'd be like, damn, dog, you gotta relax. But no, but it's just his action. But he was about he was probably about 23, 24 then. But still, he's only 26 now. But it's just the fact that, you know, he was lit. He was lit. They was lit. Him and the person he was with. You know what I'm saying? But the maturity is way different now. And he's doing it for a reason. He's growing, because I think he understands that he's in the spotlight and he's about to be the face of boxing, or one of the top 3 faces of boxing. So, you know, he's about to hit that pound for pound list hard, like in the top half of it. He's about to be in the top half of it. So, you know, shout out to Floyd and Leonard Ellaby for grabbing one, a solid kid. And shout out for Gervonta Davis for doing the work, man, putting in the work, growing up, and just taking steps, man. Like I said, I'm looking at something now. He's probably almost unbeatable, man. You know, if he just keep his focus, and there's a little bit more he's gonna add, because he's young, but he's working with Floyd. He's working with the best. So I see him. I see him making a run at it. 25-0 right now. I see him making a run at it, man. Probably about 35-0, 40-0. I'm just telling you, and it's just my opinion. Somebody could come and beat him. He could lose the next fight, but I'm just saying, the dudes that's on the list, he keep getting better. Whew, I don't know, man, because all of that he's adding, he just got something that they don't got, and that's just the punching power. He just got the pop. So you add skill to that, it's a lethal combination. But that's just my thoughts on things, man. Drop a comment below. Tell me how y'all feel. Tell me if I'm off. Tell me if I'm just turning into a fan or what. But let me know something, man. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share the video, and drop a comment, man.